Hello everyone. Okay, so I'm pretty excited. Hoyoverse recently revealed what 2.0 ZZZ is going to entail, and I just kind of wanted to yap about what I think, if you will, because I think it looks pretty good. I've been really locked into ZZZ since pretty much day one of me playing it. I love it. I think it's great. So naturally, I'm very, very excited for 2.0. I think the stuff they showed off all looks really good. I think the new area itself, Wi-Fi Peninsula, it looks really, really nice. I love it. It looks peaceful, it looks chill, and it's a very, very stark contrast from what we're typically experiencing in our day-to-day ZZZ lives. I think it looks really cool. So I'm looking forward to being able to explore all of that and just kind of run around and absorb the sights. They also seem to have added some new 3D map systems, so it's going to be easier to run around the place and just kind of see where you're at. So that's interesting. I'll give it a shot. We'll see how useful it actually ends up being. And there's also something big that I'd like to highlight just up front and center right now. Ellen Joe buffs. That's actually really big. That's really, really big. I don't have Ellen, nor do I want her, but I really like that. Old character buffs. You love to see it. Especially because, let's be real here, she really did need the buffs. The devs did mention in that one developer talk thing that they wanted to buff characters in a more interesting way than just upping their damage numbers. They wanted to actually add things to their kit. So that's interesting. I'm very curious to see how good is Ellen going to be with all of these new little things added to your kit. Do I think she's going to be as good as Miyabi or Hugo? Probably not, but I do think it is definitely going to make her feel better to play, so that's nice. I'm really glad that they're starting this now, so that as we go along, old characters will still continue to have a level of viability going forward. I'm pretty satisfied with the anniversary rewards in my opinion. 30 pulls in total, 20 master tapes, and then 1.6k polychromes. I think that's pretty good. That's basically what I was expecting because we got something similar for Honkai Star Rail's anniversary, the recent one. I'll gladly take the standard selector that we're getting for the anniversary. You see, I don't actually have Rena yet, so I'm probably gonna pick her up because then I believe that completes my standard collection. Otherwise, I might have to take a W engine. I'm not sure if the W engines are separate from the character one, and if you can only take one of the 5 stars, or if you get to choose one of each. If it's one of each, that's actually really solid. All in all, not bad at all, basically in line with what I was expecting. As for the new characters, well, I already instantly don't care about Jufufu, but Yishuan. So, she does look good. I do think her character design is very good, but I'm just not really drawn into her. The design had definitely hooked me at first. I thought she looked really cool, but the animations, they're just not as cool as like Miyabi's to me, so I'm personally gonna be skipping her. Panda Guy, of course, looks very cool. I always welcome some more unique looking designs, so that's pretty neat. However, I'm personally more interested in the reruns this time around. Astra Yao and Caesar King. So Astra, I need to get her M2. Right now I have her M1, and she has served me so freaking well up until this point. Such a good DPS lighter support. Now, I have my M6 lighter now, I'm very pleased about that. But of course, I'm going to continue investing in his team in literally every way that I can. So the next step on that journey is going to be getting M2 on my Astra Yao, which I very much look forward to. I can't wait to see what a performance increase that's going to be. Caesar King's a character that I just want to pick up in general because I really, really liked her in the story, and I just think she's really cool. There's not really anything in specific that I want her to do on my account. I don't even know if I have a good team to play her in, but I'm gonna be picking her up anyway just because I really like her. So while the new characters do indeed look solid, and I will say quality-wise, Yishuan's animations are excellent, but just not for me, I'm just really laser-focused on those reruns, dude. I'm so excited to pick up Caesar, I've been waiting for her for ages, and I cannot wait to get that M2 Astra Yao, because boy is my DPS lighter going to be eating well. I think Yishuan's skill looks pretty solid. I don't really have any major opinions on it. I'd say it's equally as good as her base design, if not a little bit worse, but generally they're on the same level for me. I do think it looks quite nice. As for the new main character outfits, so I personally play Wise, and I think his new outfit looks pretty nice. I really like his base outfit, it looks pretty comfy, pretty casual, but I like the new one too. I'll probably use it for a little bit. I'm not sure if I'm going to completely stick with it all the time. I'm probably going to alternate between them. I do think it's an absolute banger that you're able to put hats on the main characters and add little silly things to them. That is cool. I don't know how many people do care about that, but personally, I think that's hilarious, so I'm down for that. Also, I wanted to also bring up something about the new UI again in regards to being able to find locations. I think it looks pretty nice. The icons of all the areas are now attached to a little background of the place that you might want to go to, so now you can just see right up front where is where. Saves you having to memorize where each individual place is. So hey, I think that's a pretty nice change. Also, something else I found interesting. You're going to be able to skip to Season 2 if you've done a little bit of Season 1 of ZZZ as a new player. So that's pretty interesting. My advice though, if you're somebody that's going to do that, please do go back and do Season 1 at some point because I personally think that the Outer Ring arc is one of the best arcs that Hoyoverse has just ever written in any of their games. Also, everyone, brand new HoloZero combat gameplay. That is a banger. I cannot wait for that. See, this is what I really like about the HoloZero game mode. They always update it pretty frequently. They're constantly keeping it fresh. So before it even has the chance to get boring, they just throw some new content your way and completely update the game mode. It's awesome. So I'm really looking forward to that. The HoloZero updates are just always incredible. I think it is peak cinema every time. And seriously, this just feels like a great step in the right direction for ZZZ. I'm really happy about the Ellen Jo rework. And I'm not even an Ellen Jo fan. I don't care about her. But I really like that they're doing that because it's such a good step in the right direction. They're reworking the character. They're adding new gameplay aspects to your kit. That is so cool. And it also keeps in line with the fact that the better you get at the game, the more points you're able to score in Deadly Assault. So min-maxers are also going to have a really fun time with that. Really good. I just cannot praise that enough. I think that is genuinely one of the highlights of all of this. I do hope they continue to do that going into the future. It is such a good change. It also just feels strange to be at this point. ZZZ still feels so fresh to me. Of course, I haven't been here since the very beginning. I only really joined in 1.2 and only became very active in 1.3, so that might be a part of it. I haven't been here since literally 1.0, but it's so crazy to me that we're already at 2.0. Feels like it's just went by really fast. I'm really looking forward to seeing where 2.0 takes us in terms of the story as well. I personally really do enjoy ZZZ's story. And they're separating the patch cycles into seasons. I thought that Season 1 was over in 1.4, but I suppose not, because they did spend a couple of patches after that doing some epilogue things. Like 1.5 was a short interlude type thing, then we had the Hugo arc, and those were kind of like after the fact things. But we're getting a straight up continuation of the main plot, so that's awesome. Now I will say, the devs did say in that dev talk that they did before that they're going to try and make sure that old characters aren't completely forgotten about, and that they're still going to try and incorporate them into your regular day-to-day ZZZ lives. Here's hoping that they pull that off well. I don't want to completely forget about the 1.x cast now that we're going into 2.x, but the devs have pretty much already said before, we are going to try and make sure that this does not happen. And I'm of course looking forward to the future of the agent-proxy relationships, because they did mention that they were going to be working on those in the near future, so I'm staying tuned for that. Cannot wait for that. All the new stuff genuinely just looks stellar. I don't have anything bad to say. Like, really, I don't have anything bad to say. I'm trying to think, is there anything else here? And not really. They've kind of addressed most things in that one developer talk, and then what they've showed us here now all looks really good. So yeah, I'm definitely hyped. I can't wait to run around the place. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, something else that I'd actually like to point out. This game's music is crazy good. I think pretty much everybody can agree on that. So I'm really looking forward to hearing all the new music in the new areas. And mind you, I really love Liyue's soundtrack from Genshin. So I think this is going to be a banger. I think this is going to be a certified banger. I mean, shoot, dude. The version trailer also looked really hype. Can't wait to get my M2 Astriao, can't wait to get Caesar King, and otherwise, I'm probably just going to be saving for the next Bernice rerun. And of course, the Ginger Lady that's hopefully going to be coming up sometime soon during this region. I'm not actually sure when to expect her. I'm not sure if she's going to be anytime soon, or if she's only going to come out sometime later on, like in the second half of the patch cycle. I don't really know when to expect her, but I'm definitely looking forward to her. She's probably my most looked forward to character out of all of the 2.x characters that were shown off that one trailer. There's definitely a lot more to talk about individually. I'll certainly be delving into that in future videos. I just sort of wanted to give my holistic overview as a start. But yeah, the ZZZ devs cooked. I'm super happy. You can consider me the happiest camper of them all even, because goodness me, were those M6 lighter pulls that I did good. I'm kinda cooked now because I have exhausted all of my polychromes, and we're getting Astriao right afterwards, and then Caesar King, so oh boy, let's hope that goes well, especially considering that I got absurdly lucky with my lighter pulls. So here's hoping that I can still win some 50-50s. But if not, then I'll know that I'll have just spent all of my luck on the M6 lighter pulls, which, to be fair, those were some banger pulls, but either way, I will be getting M2 Astriao if it is literally the last thing I do. Certainly let me know if you're excited for ZZZ 2.0. I genuinely think it looks really good. I'm excited to see where things go from here. Genuinely, I think the only way we can go from here is up. The new changes look great. I cannot wait to sink my teeth into that new HoloZero, and I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts on the matter. Otherwise, this has been Juice, signing out, and I'm going to go back to staring at lighter now.